Hello friends, welcome to CrackGate CSE, and in this series of algorithm today we will be starting the new chapter which is dynamic programming. So far we have completed the 4 chapters. So this is the syllabus of the algorithm. So we have completed this analysis of algorithm in which we have studied asymptotic notation, time complexity and complexity classes. We have completed the divide and conquer chapter in which we studied all these things. We also completed the non-comparison based technique and greedy technique. So now we are left with the 2 chapters only. One is dynamic programming that I am starting today, and this one is hashing and tree traversal that will be after few videos. So now let's start with the dynamic programming. First of all, what is the meaning of dynamic programming? What is the work of dynamic programming, or we can say what is the purpose of dynamic programming? So we know that in greedy what we are doing is we are trying to find out the best possible answer in the in less time, we can say, right? But in dynamic programming it helps to solve the complex problem in divide and conquer manner. What is the meaning of divide and conquer? Divide and conquer means it will also follow the same method like divide and conquer, in which we will divide a particular problem into sub problem. This is what written here. It divides the problem into sub problem and solves each of those sub problem exactly once. So we are dividing a particular complex problem into n number of sub problems, or for each sub problem we are executing it once, unlike divide and conquer in that we are executing it multiple times. But here we will be executing the sub problem exactly once, and then we will be storing the result of that sub problem for the later use, right? So in dynamic programming we are trying to explore all the possible solutions, and after finding out all the possible solutions we are selecting the best one, right? So what is the difference between the greedy technique and dynamic programming approach? See, in greedy technique we does not try to explore all the possibilities. We always deals with the few possibility, right? And among those few possibility, if you try to execute the few possibility of a particular problem, it will obviously take less time. While in the dynamic programming it try to explore all the possibilities of a solution with respect to a particular problem. So if you try to explore all the possibilities, generally it take more time. So the dynamic programming will take more time than the greedy technique. The drawback of greedy technique is sometimes it gives us the incorrect result. So we saw that in Dijkstra algorithm, the Dijkstra algorithm is giving us the wrong result in case of negative edges, because that is a greedy approach. But in the dynamic programming it always gives the correct result. Like in Bellman-Ford is a dynamic programming algorithm. I already told you in the previous video, and that particular algorithm always gives us the correct answer. So this is the difference between greedy technique and dynamic programming approach. And in this dynamic programming we are having some algorithms or applications. So we will be studying all these 7 algorithms. So first one is Fibonacci series, the longest common subsequence known as LCS, 0 by 1 knapsack. Earlier we studied the fractional knapsack, but this time we will be studying the 0 by 1 knapsack. Next is matrix chain multiplication, sum of subset, which is also known as subset sum, all pair shortest path. So here we will be understanding about the Floyd-Warshall algorithm and optimal cost binary search tree. So these are the applications of dynamic programming, and from the next video onwards I will be giving you the one video on each of these algorithms. So in the previous video we will be completing this particular section in the 8 to 10 videos. First of all, I will be explaining about a particular example or algorithm. Then if there is any question came in the previous year gate, I will be going with those questions also simultaneously, so that you can have a grip on that particular topic, right? So if you found this video useful, like this video, share this video with your friends, comment your feedback in the comment box. If you are having any suggestions for me regarding these playlists or any other playlist, just let me know about that thing also, and try to practice more previous year gate questions. And in case if you are having any difficulty with any of the previous videos or previous questions that I discussed, you can post your query on my Facebook group or Facebook page. The link will be given in the description. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe the channel for more such videos and press the notification icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading a new video. So thank you very much. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.